doing here? Well, welcome everybody. We're here with some special guests. Come on in. Some folks that came up from Adrian, right?
Yep. Well, two of us from Adrian.
From Adrian.
And Karen Wemple, Adrian, Michigan. My husband Jim. And introduce yourself. Where are you from?
Patrice Ayala from Dearborn.
All right. And they brought up 200 pounds of corn, so we got that unloaded. So that's definitely going to help. I hope the camera's back working okay again. I'm sure it was breaking up while I was on the computer. And what I've done, and you guys are welcome to stay for all this if you want. It's going to take me a while to go through all these names. But you're welcome to stay if you want. But I wanted to make sure that you got introduced, and thanks for bringing up all the corn. But I went ahead and I pulled off all the names that have donated to Richards Pond since I think the 19th is when we started taking donations. And these are just the ones that have come in through PayPal. So it's going to take me a while. I've got two sides of a page, but I want to make sure that all these folks are listed or certainly get credit. In fact, actually, just so you know, all these names are going to go on Richards Pond's website, which is part of the Snowman Cam website too. So, and all these names will be put on there permanently. But these are the ones that just came in through PayPal. I've got a stack of cards that have come in too, and I'll compile those all on a sheet, and I'll do those tomorrow. But I wanted to start with these. I wanted to thank Christine Jowdy from Tampa, Florida. She donated towards Richards Pond. Also donating towards that is Connie McGinley from Vieira, Florida. Lynn Suits from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Norm Fisher from Temperance, Michigan. Damian Crane. Damian didn't share with us where they were from, so I'm not sure. There's a few people that didn't, so I won't be able to tell you where everybody's from. Also, Carol from Alabama. We appreciate your contribution. And also Brian Springer and Carol Pickering. Those are two folks didn't share where they're from, but we definitely want to thank them. I'd like to thank Carol Lathbaum from Bloomfield Hills for helping out with Richards Pond. Also a special thank you going out to Eddie Caruso, I think is how we pronounce it. Eddie, I know we've talked on the phone. I should know how to pronounce your name by now. But from Los Angeles, and he's part of the GoForBroke.org site helping out veterans. And Eddie, just wanted to let you know we received your generous donation and also your gift, which we'll treasure that. And I'll share it with the people in the days to come. So thank you for that. Also, thank you to a person from that wishes to remain anonymous out of Manning, South Carolina, made a very substantial gift towards the pond, and we certainly wouldn't be able to do it without your help. So thank you very much. Also like to thank Denise Kubitsky out of Elmira, which that's right here by Gaylord. Thank you for helping out with the pond. Also thanks to Audrey Golden from Apex, North Carolina, and then also Dina Duke from Archdale, North Carolina. So a couple folks from North Carolina helping us out there, which we appreciate. I'd like to thank Bill Kaufman from Sierra Vista, Arizona, for your help with the pond. Also thanking Dean Kirst from Monroe, Michigan, and Kathy Espinoza from Grand Rapids, Michigan. And that's half of them. So we're getting there. I'd like to thank Patty Mizzou from Joplin, Missouri. Patty helps us out on a monthly basis, and I made an additional donation for the pond. And Patty's the one that's traveling Europe right now with the Snowman Cam magnet. And somebody told me that the Snowman Cam magnet came up missing today or yesterday. So somewhere in Greece, somebody's going to find a treasure out there. So Patty, not to worry, we will get you a new one to replace it, and also give you one of the new patriotic ones that Connie has made up, which I'll talk about that in a bit. Going on, I'd like to thank Claudia Obenmuller from Mannheim, Germany, for helping out with Richards Pond. Also Jacques Pilon from Canada. Appreciate your ongoing support and your additional help for the pond. I'd like to thank Christina Downs from Toledo, Ohio. Also Tansy Phillips from West Sussex, England. In Tansy, we also received your card today, which I'll be reading the cards probably within the next few days too, we'll get caught up. Also like to thank Audrey Titchen from Liverpool, England. And Audrey wound up making 2 different contributions towards the pond, and we certainly appreciate that. Also like to thank Judy and Sam Brankel from Clara, Michigan. That's not too far from us here in northern Michigan. I'd like to thank Charlene Shipman from Southgate, Michigan. Richard Swaney from Vienna, Illinois. Debbie Parrish. Debbie didn't share where she's from, but Debbie, thank you. We appreciate your help. Also like to thank Joanne Suggs from Lamont, Florida. Not only does she help us out on a monthly basis and has been helping us out for many, many years, she's also made an additional contribution towards Richard's Pond. Like to thank also Susan McKay from Oatlands, Australia. Many of you know Susan. She captures a lot of the interesting videos of wildlife that happens here, and she pretty much captures daily when I come here and talk, although I haven't been talking too much for the last week or so, but I should be able to get back on schedule here soon. There goes my neighbor Danny by. Okay, but anyways, thank you, Susan. Appreciate your additional help towards the pond. Also, Susan Stapudis, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, from St. Clairsville, Ohio. Appreciate your help. I want to thank Faye Rains from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Also, would like to thank Sherry Sanderson, and Sherry didn't sell where she was from. Also like to thank Anne from Norway and her husband, and I didn't write it down and I'm drawing a blank. It'll come to me, but I'll make sure that it's on the website for sure. But thank you very much. We appreciate your help there from Norway. Also like to thank Gina Randall from Rochester Hills, Michigan. I'd like to thank Jagnau Jürgen from Germany. Appreciate your help. And last but not least on this list is George Collins, made a generous donation, and George is from Troy, Michigan. So we certainly appreciate your help. So as you can see, a lot of people have gotten on board with helping us out with Richard's Pond, and I know this is really going to be something, and I can't wait to actually start getting some people here. The first group was supposed to be here today, but they had to reschedule for Saturday. So Saturday at 4:30 we'll be here to walk the grounds and talk with them and kind of shore up what it's going to cost us to do this. But I wanted to update you, and I will update it on the website, that we're at almost $5,000 now in contribution, in part thanks to some very generous folks from around the world, and then also, as you can tell, many, many people have banded together here to help us out. And if you're kind of new to the site and you're not familiar with who Richard is or what this is all about, the Snowman Cam really would not exist without Richard. Richard had a hand in absolutely everything here, and we talked daily for many, many years, and he always had great ideas, and we were able to implement a lot of those ideas. Richard had many more ideas than I was actually able to accomplish, but one of his big goals was to have a pond on this side of the house. We do have one on the other side, and but we're going to be dismantling that completely and putting in a much nicer pond over here. So that's what this is all about right now. This is folks appreciating what Richard has done over the years, and helping us to put a great memorial together. So if you'd like to be part of it, if you'd like to help us, there's a couple ways you can do it. If you go to our website, snowmancam.com, there is a donate button at the top of the page, and then there's also a link there that says Richard's Pond. You can click on that, and that's where I'm going to update on what's going on. I've just barely started. I had to get something up there because I'm not able to work on the computer very much now because it interferes with the camera. So when I used to work 2 or 3 hours a day on the computer, now I'm trying to work for 15 or 20 minutes a day so I don't mess up what you're seeing on the camera. But the camera is slowing the signal down so much that it takes me a long time to compile information. But we'll plug away. Hopefully soon we'll get the new and improved upgraded service here, and we won't have these issues anymore. So that was one way. You can go to snowmancam.com, and you can donate that way through PayPal, or if you wish to send a check, you can send it to our P.O. box. And those will be the folks, excuse me, that I'll be telling you about tomorrow, because we've received a lot of cards and a lot of contributions. And so I'll give that list tomorrow, but all these names are going to go on the site permanently. For those of you who are allowing us to use your names, if you wish to remain anonymous, I'll probably just put down what state you're from, just so people can get an idea of the outpouring of support from around the world that's coming in to build Richard's Pond. So if you do want to send a check, our P.O. Box is 888, and that's Gaylord, Michigan, Gaylord, Michigan, 49734. And you can just make those checks out to me, Ken Borton, and those will go in an account where it's all earmarked, and every dime of that is going to be spent on the construction of this pond, and if there happens to be anything left over, it'll go for ongoing maintenance and also providing food. But I think you guys, you're going to just love it. It's going to be a huge benefit to everybody that's watching, because there is as much activity going on, if not more, on the other side of the house as there is here. Because there's all the animals you see here are over there. They're drinking out of the pond, they're bathing in the pond, they're playing in the pond. A lot of stuff going on, and I really can't wait to get it built on this side so you can enjoy it on cam too, and not just the occasional pictures and video that I post. And I also wanted to mention too, because I haven't been out here obviously doing this, just like to remind folks of our YouTube page. I'm working on trying to get that caught up. It takes a lot of bandwidth to upload those videos and things, so I've been holding off on that. But if you do YouTube, just go to our page, snowmancam.com, and that's the easiest way to find our YouTube page up at the top. Just click on it, it takes you right into our page. And especially if you're new, you can see the history of this. We've been doing this for a long time. You can see why we're doing it. You can get some behind-the-scenes views. It looks completely different, like the folks that are visiting today mentioned. It looks a lot different. People are surprised what it looks like from this angle looking back. And you'll get a chance to see that if you go to our YouTube page. So please do that and subscribe while you're there. It's absolutely free. Let's see. All right, I wanted to mention too that one of the things that Richard had planned, and he had planned this with Connie Scott. Connie's the one that makes up the Snowman refrigerator magnets, and she's from Dallas-Fort Worth area. And her husband make these up from scratch, all handmade. And then they donate them. They ship them to us, and then what we do when people make a certain donation is we send those out. Well, one of the things they wanted to do is for the 4th of July, Connie made up these red, white, and blue ones that are really cute. In fact, I have some. I don't have them with me, but I'll be showing them to you the next day or so. Through the process of moving, a lot of that stuff got packed in an area that's very difficult to get to right now. But anybody who donates $50 or more between now and the 4th of July is going to receive one of those, and that's $50 towards Richard's Pond. So just as a little extra thank you, you're going to get that. And what's really cool about it, not only is it handmade by Connie and her husband, but they've been at Richard's house in his office waiting for this. And his plan was obviously to go in and have the surgery and come out and be better than new. And he was already thinking about the next fundraiser, and unfortunately, his health took a turn for the worse from that surgery, and he passed away. So for you new people, that's why we're doing this. If you love this camera, or even if you like this camera, you'd love Richard, because it's all about him. And what a fitting memorial this is going to be to finally build that pond that has been a dream of his for so many years. And we're going to get it done. And we need to get the final estimates in. I don't know what it's going to be, but I know we've got to be at $5,000. We've got to be probably halfway there by now, which is pretty incredible, because we've only been doing this fundraiser here now for the last week or so. So if you want to be a part of it and get your name listed on that site forever, it's going to be a permanent page in honoring Richard. Please do that, either by check to our P.O. Box or through PayPal. And let's see, what else did I want to cover? I know I haven't, because I haven't been here, I haven't thanked all the new people that are on our Facebook page. I mean, since the last time I talked with you, there's literally hundreds of new people that have joined our Facebook page and our Facebook fan group. So welcome. I'm sure you guys are enjoying it. You're getting a chance to see some one-of-a-kind, unique content from people all around the world. whether it's cartoons or videos or pictures or comics or just a lot of great people on our Facebook pages that are contributing to the overall fun of the community. So welcome. I don't get a chance to welcome you all individually, but please make a post, if nothing more than to just introduce yourself and give the rest of the community a chance to welcome you. I think you'll be surprised how welcome it is, and it's always fun to see where people are watching us from around the world. All right, let's see. Oh, we got all kinds of activity. Well, hi there. A little chipmunk just came out to say hi. You can't see him because he's behind the snowman right now. I think he is stashing food inside this cinder block. Yep, he is. Hi. Yeah, I see you. What are you doing? You're just here listening? All right. So, let's see. We talked about YouTube. We talked about our Facebook pages. And if you do Facebook, just do a search for Snowman Cam, and two will come up. Our page will come up and our fans group. And feel free to like and follow our page. And then you can ask to join the fans group, and we'll get you involved with that community. If you do Twitter, we've got a Twitter page. That's a great way to find out what's going on. Usually when there's something very interesting going on and I get a chance to see it, I post it there to let people know. The black bear has been back in again. I know the last couple of nights, I think over the last 2 weeks, it's been here pretty much every night except for maybe 3 or 4 nights during that time. So that's always fun to see him. Brenda got a nice picture of Raccoon standing up on top of the wise old man's head here, and she posted that last night. Just before we went to bed last night, she always comes to the window, which is right next to the cam, to see what's out here. And she said, oh, that would make a cute picture. So she snapped that and uploaded it, and that's on our Facebook page too. So let's see. So Twitter we talked about. Oh, and thank you to all of you that are clicking on that eBay link before you go shopping. We've got an eBay link just below the live video and just below the chat room too. And if you click on that before you go and purchase something at eBay, they share a small percentage of your sale with us. They don't tell us who you are or where you're from or what you purchased. It just gives an amount purchased. So that's a great way to support the snowman at no additional cost. So just remember that before you shop at eBay to click on that. And it takes you to the regular eBay. It just tells you that you were referred there from the Snowman Campsite. So I think that pretty much covers everything. I know I got a lot more paperwork. I'm going to try to get caught up some more tonight. So tomorrow I've got another list, and I'm going to try and add a little bit more information. I need to update the website because I said the people from Waterpaw were going to be here today to do a site survey for the pond, and they couldn't make it today. So I'll update that information, and then Brenda's got 2 other companies lined up to come out. Problem is right now everybody's busy in that line of work, as you can imagine. Spring is their absolute busiest time, so they're doing what they can. One of the companies Brenda talked to yesterday, I think they were out of Traverse City or Petoskey, and as soon as she said what it was for, they said, oh, we know the Snowman Cam, the whole office watches it, we're very familiar with that. So Brenda thought that would be kind of cool if they wind up being the winning bidder, somebody that's already a Snowman Cam fan. So we'll keep you posted on that. So, all right, I am going to go back in and get caught up on some stuff. I can't do anything on the computer right now because I don't want to break the picture of the video that you're watching. I'm hoping you were able to catch everything that I just said now, because if you didn't, it'd probably take me another half hour to go back through everything. So thank you to everybody that I listed today. There's many other people that I didn't list that actually made purchases. Richard's wife has told me she wants to continue doing the store. Brenda and I are going to go down and see her on the 10th of next month just to pick up a few things. But she said that as long as she's up for it, that she thought it would be a good thing, and she knows that Richard would appreciate that too. So, I mean, it's a tremendous amount of work, and I told her whenever she's had enough, let us know, and we'll take it over. But she's got all the contacts for ordering everything. She knows how to package everything up. In fact, she told me that when she went to deliver, in fact, if you've ordered something in the last 2 weeks, it just went out yesterday. Jean just got a chance to package everything up. She went to the post office and they obviously were very familiar with Richard because he was there almost every single day, and the entire group at the post office there in Clawson, Michigan, is getting together to make a donation too on Richard's Pond. So what a great thing that is. And I say everything went out. There's part of one order, gentleman in Florida, the one that ordered 16 coffee cups, and then you also ordered some clothing items. In this shipment, she just put one coffee cup in there, and it's wrapped in the clothing because she wanted it to get there safe and sound. The other 15 cups, she's going to take it to a UPS shipping store where they'll be professionally wrapped because she didn't want to take a chance of you getting a whole box load of broken Snowman Can coffee cups. So just to let you know, when you get that order, don't worry, the rest of it, she put a note in there too to let you know that we know we still owe you 15 cups, and she'll probably be getting those out sometime during next week. All right, there's so much more that I could tell you here, but I think I've been out here for a half hour already. So the food looks good, water looks good in the fountain. I think everything's fine. I hope that wherever you're watching us at from around the world, that you're doing well, that you're in good health, that you're well fed, that you're healthy and happy. And as always, we hope you're enjoying the cam here too. So take care, everybody. I will be back out tomorrow, and I'm working really hard to get back on my regular daily schedule too. It's been tough. There's a lot going on right now, but it's very important that I get out here every day and update you too. So check out our website. Look at Richard Pond's page. I might even go back in and just work on it for a little bit here. I'm collecting a bunch of pictures and things of Richard to just help people better understand who he was and what he's meant to all of us here. So take care, everybody. I see my little buddy's back out filling his little cheeks with whatever he can find in the ground there. So take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.